Hi, everybody. Oh, shit. I gotta... Oh, God. Why is everything turning on? Hi, everybody. There we go. Welcome in. Hi, Joe. Hi, Tona. Tonight's gonna be a little experimental. Tonight's gonna be a little weird, a little freaky. I'm realizing... Nope, there's sound. Good. We're good, good, good. Hi, Zip. This is Soul Sacrifice. It's one of the best Monster Hunter style games to be released, in my opinion. It is woefully stuck on the PS Vita, and the effort to bring this to you tonight is no small feat. However, in the effort of capturing this, I have to admit that things might be a little janky. It's not perfect, but it's not emulation. We are playing this on real hardware. Don't mind the jailbreaking. We're on real hardware. This is no emulation, which means that my controller might also just be shit. There are things that I may not be able to do. So we're gonna find out. I forgot that I don't have the DLC. That's fine. Anyway, welcome to Soul Sacrifice Delta. It's great. Go here.
Soul Sacrifice.
Yeah. I also want to point out that I don't have a good window capture for this. I am looking at this in OBS, which is to say I have a full screen projector preview of the same stream that you're seeing. And that is what I'm using to play the game. There are certain things that may be blocked off to me or slightly lagging. We'll find out. This is an experiment. Welcome to Soul Sacrifice. Hi.
Did you hear that awful cry? Did you hear that awful cry?
That awful cry.
What should I do? I'm next. I can't bear to think of the pain. How terrible it must be. He is called Magusa, an evil sorcerer who devours human sacrifices. Help me! I hear footsteps! Magusa's henchmen have come! No! 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 Wait! Please! No! How I'd wished I could keep my power from you.
Yeah.
Oh no, my secret's discovered. So much for my great escape. I couldn't tell anybody that I was reading that book. I was almost there. I was so close to learning Magusa's secret.
You there?
Yeah, you! Over here!
Oh, right, I gotta... Do I do this again? Shit, There we go.
You must read me next. It's your destiny.
Oh, destiny.
Did you just see how that last one died?
Yeah. All right, book.
Hurry up and hide me, you idiot, before Magusar discovers me.
Well, you could stop fucking yelling.
That hurt, you bumbling fool. Calm down, you spineless half-wit. I am Libron. I am a book, and a fine one at that.
A fine one, the finest book you'll ever find.
I am the journal of a certain sorcerer. But I am no ordinary journal. You can revisit my contents in Phantom Quests.
Hey, Leshii.
Oh, hey, Joe.
Birdie tells me you've got a quest to do. Have fun.
If you're taking the book, you gotta speak the words to prevent the Deadite army from arising. Well, the problem is that the quest text is covering the subtitles.
Go on, have a peek.
Come on, have a peek. Hi, Cog. Welcome in. Yeah, we're taking the book. Of course we're taking the book. It's a very good book. A fine book. I'm so excited to be playing this, you have no idea. I played this a lot in high school. And shortly after. Magusar and I have a lot of history.
We walk this blood-stained road together.
Good. Alright, so. Okay, we're getting used to the controls.
Why are you so restless?
Why are you so restless? Because I'm trying to remember how to walk.
What a stupid question.
Stupid.
I am Magusar. I am your companion.
It's Magusar. An early Magusar before he goes mad. Before he goes mad Gusar.
Stay focused. Good. Our
Just get
work
that out of the
here
way
is
real
done.
quick.
You are not injured, I trust.
I'm fine, man. Welcome to Monster Hunter, but with limited resources. Sort of. And also that. Yeah. Alright, one of these is a lock-on, I'm pretty sure. Oh, God. Ah, yes, I have other spells, that's right. Ah,
Our
shit.
enemy is strong. We must be on our guard.
Yeah. Shit. I'm having a really hard time remembering how to fucking use this. There we go.
Damn it.
Christ. Alright, Magusar, you're fine.
The price
I'm pretty sure.
must be paid.
kilometer. So close. Ow, fuck.
No choice! Behold the black right!
Behold the black right. Yes, this is the other good part of this. Behold. And welcome to the intro to Soul Sacrifice. Don't worry, we'll be able to get in a little bit some real gameplay here in a moment. That was all the tutorial without them explaining anything, which is very helpful, I assure you.
Well, how did it feel to relive the past?
A little disorienting, I'm not gonna lie.
What you saw was recreated from the journal. You met Magusar, I presume.
Yes.
Back before he went positively mad. No, you're not dreaming. This is just what I do.
I'm just like that, man. For souls sacrificed in the making of this game, it feels like it.
Every secret is written within me. To find the answers, read me to the end. I even tell the secrets of Magusar. Study the journal closely, and you may think of a way out of this terrible mess. You'd be the first to succeed. The rest have failed miserably, I'm afraid. Submit to Magusar or seek liberation. These are your only choices.
Yeah. Yes, the art of this game is fantastic. The overall art direction is absurd. I fell in love with this game from first glance, and by God, it caught me so well.
They say that the messages scribbled in books are a window into the soul. You know, words from the heart and all that baloney. Ever thought of how the book feels with everybody spilling their guts on us? I'm embarrassed just discussing it.
Shadows of the Damned vibe. Is that the one with the gun? I really want to play that too, if that's the right one. Yes. I hear it's not very good, but I want to play it. So we can walk around our cage a little bit. We are severely malnourished. You can swat at the cockroaches. Fun fact, you get an achievement for successfully squishing one. But why don't we get into it? Librum will be our guide throughout. And we're going to read the journal of a sorcerer's peculiar and dramatic destiny. Use the right stick or drag and flick to turn the pages. Press the circle button to go back to the table of content.
Rise, or this will be your resting place.
I had been caught off guard, knocked cold by a monster. The woman mocked my vulnerability, my oafishness with cruel insults. Yet we had only just met.
Do anything to slow me down, you'll be the first to die.
Her name was Sortiara, and she was displeased at being my partner.
Sortiara, I remember her. Oh,
It is the stone cold truth. Many taking the
Monster
ordeal
Hunter.
forfeit their
Exactly.
lives.
hi Huey, welcome in. All right, so we're not gonna do this quite yet. Hey, come on. Yeah. We're gonna help out Sortiara in a second. Can't do the customization yet. Shit. Customerization. Sortiara is one of the best characters in this entire game. I forgot that you get introduced so early. God, I missed playing this back in the day. Fuck. I should note that Soul Sacrifice Delta is a significant expansion from the original game Soul Sacrifice, packaged as a separate deal. You could get the Delta upgrade digitally, or you could just buy the whole package as a solid game. From what I remember, I could be wrong, but if I remember correctly, a lot of the earlier cutscene that we saw is not in the regular Soul Sacrifice. That was added in Delta. Hi, Cereza. Welcome in. Yes, we're getting into it. Got Sortiara here. So I'm so happy I get to play this. This is one of my favorite Monster Hunters of all time. Disposing of monsters is a sorcerer's duty. Even if they show their original form, grant them no mercy. Wish you got to play this game, saw Gaijin Hunter's vid on this, and yeah, you would have loved it. Holy shit. Cereza, look up the Soul Sacrifice Tortoise in the Hare. Look up the Tortoise in the Hare. You will fucking cream your jeans. Yes, if you find yourself...
Stay the hell awake or die.
If you find yourself magically able to participate in some form or fashion, please do. But yes. Every sorcerer has a selection of 6 spells. Offerings are how we work through our spells. Some are limited cast, others have complicated cost. But no spell is free. Make offerings of the things you own and gain magical power in exchange for their life force. There are hundreds of items that can be used as offerings. That is misleading, but it's technically correct. Aliens, yeah, hi! I'm so glad to see you. I actually need to DM you later. I've been meaning to hit you up in a minute. My bad. I hope you're having a good time. We're doing well. I'm so happy to see you around. Do I have a mod on? Zip, are you around? Can I get a shout out for Snailians? They're lovely. I think... In a moment, you'll see Leshii riding around, which Snailians made quite a long time ago. But has been a consistent staple on my screen for a while. Love them to bits. We love Leshii. Yeah, let me give you a little... Snailians is lovely. I'll... Right, I didn't do the right command, did I? There we go. Check them out. They're adorable. Their art is adorable. 100%. 10 out of 10. Love them. Very chill vibes. Totko. There we go. How are you doing? Welcome in. Hi. Lots of lovely faces in today. Welcome in. We're doing well. We're playing on experimental hardware here. A game that I've been honestly looking for a way to stream for. Well, my 3rd anniversary is coming up in a week and a half, so about 3 years. I'm so glad to be able to show this off. So many people don't know anything about this game, and it's so good. So good. Gonna... Let's, yeah. Yes, we get to approach a dying monster, and we get to sacrifice or save it. Saving it increases your life level, boosting your defense. Sacrificing increases your magic power, boosting your attack. There are very long-term consequences for picking either one. Some of them good, some of them bad. Your level carries through with you as you play the game. And there are playstyles for both sides. But since we're very early on, we need that power. And, you know, we're only sacrificing rats, that's it. That's all there is. Only saving become thick, I wish. Later on, we'll have another option, a 3rd option. Sacrificing renews offering strength. Avalon sorcerers gain the following effects. Renew offering, store health from salvation. Going to sacrifice again. Third option, romance. God, no. I'm not romancing rats. Also want to pick up this. The soul shard. A little crafting regent for later. But this is the primary way to refill our limited use spells. Master Splinter has no control here. He has no jurisdiction. Of course, you get scored by your performance, and that depends on the actions you take, including just how many you sacrifice or save. The higher your score, the better loot you'll get, generally. It is Magic Monster Hunter. It really is Magic Monster Hunter. Just wait till we get to the big ones. Just wait till you see the jack-o'-lantern, honestly. So we got the Healing Seed, which is a personal heal, Falcon Feather, which allows you to dash effectively, and the Swordsman Ice Brand, which conjures an icy sword. A lot of weapon-type spells are reusable to a point, though you can expend their use in one big charge attack. A lot of straight attack spells usually have more uses than weapon skills do. At varying levels of power. There's also an extremely deep system of interactivity between the spells, which really incentivizes multiplayer because some things you just can't do on your own.
Flashing her teeth after routing the goblins. It was the first time I saw her smile. I told her that she looked better when she was angry. She almost killed me for that. But little did I know that I would never see her smile again.
Tragedy.
And worse, the memory of her smile would haunt me forever.
Good time for you. Have a good night, Snailians. Thank you for stopping by. Love seeing you around. May you sleep and dream of good books.
This journal can be altered slightly. Only certain special pages, of course.
Here, let me show you. This is a portrait of a previous sorcerer. But this is a portrait that can be retouched.
There's your customization.
Thus changing the appearance of the sorcerer in the stories.
We're gonna get to make ourselves, yay! God, what did I used to use? It's peak 2000s Y2 cunt, exactly. They put a lot of work in for the hardware that they were working with. I did type U. Shit. Get bald with tattoos. You can unlock more as you go along. I think I rocked this one for a bit. Gotta find the right color orange. One sec. Probably as close as we're getting. We change our clothes. Oh, right. Here's the DLC stuff. Oh my god, I forgot about this. I forgot about the cat suit with the fucking PlayStation cat cape. We've got Lady Harkin, Gravity Girl. See, we also have Sand Dweller, Intellectual, and Noble styles. Several colors to choose from. I think I'm gonna go the Sand Dweller. That's what I used for a little while there. I think I'll go with the Intellectual pants. And the default color scheme for all of them is to represent the faction that you pick so that you'll always match. Okay, we're gonna keep the hood on because that's... There we go. That'll do. There we go.
You know, no one remembers the name of this long-lost sorcerer. But we can't very well leave it blank. Fill in your own name, will you?
Sure. There we go.
This person belongs to the distant past. No one will mind if you smudge them out of existence.
Rude, but true.
Look, you're going to love this. Wipe the moisture around my eye.
Oh yeah, you gotta collect the teardrops. Or lacrima.
That droplet on the tip of your finger, it can be put to great use.
Yeah. Oh, my controller died for a
You
sec.
can use it to erase portions of the records within me, but only parts of them, mind you.
Only parts.
New droplets will form again in time. Check back now and then. Oh, and by the way, these are not tears, you miserable troll.
They're not tears. Don't call the book a crybaby. Don't do it.
Apparently, the book's voice plays a character in 3 episodes of The Witcher Season 2.
Oh, who is the voice? I don't remember. I don't know that I've ever looked.
Half of those who attempt the sorcerer's ordeal will die. This was perhaps the only thing we knew for sure.
Anthony Byrne. Ah.
The grueling sorcerer's ordeal is administered by Avalon. By passing the ordeal, one could join the society and become a fully fledged sorcerer.
Look at fucking Spider Castle.
She was just another person who signed up along with me.
Follow my lead. Death to all.
Anything I told her fell upon deaf ears. But I knew this could work in my favor. I was wise to keep my distance, so that I could be done with her when the time came.
Only half of them ever
And
succeed
we
for a
both
reason.
knew that eventually that time would come. Better not to get too attached.
Now we fight orcs. Going to arm ourselves with some new spells. We have here Snow Tree Root, which has a crawling, seeking spell. The Giant's Arm, which turns into a giant arm. Sanguine Salvo sacrifices your health to shoot fucking machine gun shit at them. We're gonna go ahead and bring up to two offerings of one type into a Phantom Quest, though it is said a special sigil can be active relaxing. I never used that sigil. We're gonna use this to improve our dodging. And take a healing seed so we can heal ourselves. We're going to bring the sword to this. I'm gonna put the Sanguine Salvo next to the heal because it takes health. Blah 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 blah. we begin. Let's fight some orcs. Most sorcerers belong to an organization called Avalon. Joining is proof that one has become of age as a sorcerer. One of my earliest memories is of my parents telling me about necessary evils. My parents were sorcerers. It was fated their path would become mine. The blood-stained path I walk to this day. This entire game is heavily inspired by fairy tales and myths and whatever, and you'll spot the references as we go along. Some of them are more obvious than others.
In my wake.
Go ahead and get that. Ow. Leave. There we go. The orcs, cats, you know, puke when you attack them.
Slow me down.
Thank you, Sortiara. I will have to figure out what the lock-on button is here in a moment. This is a little bit chunkier than I remember. But the way the world's built feels like Monster Hunt for sure, the way the arenas are set up. Yeah, it's definitely Tri-era Monster Hunter. Yes. And with a movement spell attached, you can quickly dart forward. Never mind. While it lasts, it affects the weapons that you use. Just go ahead and reactivate that. So, my giant's arm may be slow, but not while I'm dashing. Go ahead and sacrifice everything. Got the big hand move from that one Foo Fighters video. Yeah, I guess so. Check this out. Yeah. They also had a fair number of DLC crossovers with similar games on the Vita. Some better than others. Some downright fucking broken, by the way. Very fun, though. Very fun. It's also very funny to play those games and see these fantasy creatures walking around in their world. Freedom Wars being one in particular, which plays very differently, and having a fucking fantasy werewolf walking around is very funny. We have the Axe Edge to conjure a finely honed axe to repeatedly slash foes, and the Ice Carving Lid, which is a shield of ice. Perfect. Lovely. Ars Magica unlock, which I believe is how we upgrade our spells. Thank you.
Sortiara mercilessly pounded away at the slaughtered monster. It was dead beyond any doubt. I tried to stop her, but she glared at me enraged, saying,
Get in my way and you will be next.
It was nightfall. As we sat warming ourselves at the bonfire, I heard a sob. Sortiara was weeping, clutching her right arm. The blight. A deformation of the right arm, the price we sorcerers pay to wield magic. The sight of her tears brought pangs to my heart. I gently caressed her back in solace. Her sobs echoed in the dark of night. I could only imagine her pain as my hand rested upon her sobbing frame.
You know that woman who appears in the journal?
Yeah.
you would be wise to watch her closely.
I don't have a choice, Libram.
She'll have an impact on our author.
Yes.
The arm smarts. It was an odd expression, but Sortiara spoke of her bloodlust thus.
The arm smarts.
This monster was once human. A sorcerer who had misused his magic and transformed himself into a monster.
And me popping my back.
We sorcerers are tasked with the disposal of such lost men. Looking at the beast, Sortiara said,
Don't think, kill.
"It was an order, as if I needed to be told. We all know that sorcerers are in the business of murder."
Here's a jack-o'-lantern, the first of the big creatures. Going to arm ourselves again. Swap out the arm for an axe and get our ice sword in there. And we're also going to swap to our ice shield. Expecting something more. Yeah. Well, you'll see. Monsters must be punished even if they show their humanity. Killing in the name of justice, a sorcerer's duty. Tactical advice. Shields are effective against the enemy's charges. Take advantage of the enemy's elemental weaknesses. To catch fire, perform evasive actions to put the fire out. Side of an awful battle long ago. There's a lot of those. And if you look in the sky, you'll see writing from the journal.
Don't second guess yourself. Murder is what we're here for.
It's true.
Make the sacrifice. Put the bloody thing out of its misery.
Get our quick movement on. Yes, here we are. There it is. Mind's Eye allows perception of the usually invisible, though it prevents you from casting spells. Green, red, monsters are allies. Red, cursed part, purple, ill-cursed part, white, point of interest, blue, an item. I'm going to use this, see where they are. He's fire, so he's vulnerable to the ice element. Ow. Uh-oh. Yes, and we can also call on the environment for some help. I make myself some armor. A little slower, but tougher. I don't need this right now. Ow. Gotta get the fire off. Heal ourselves a bit, and then get back in the fight. Yeah, we countered the big fella. Forgot how fucking loud he is. There he is. Hey, Vamp, welcome in. Do you know about this game? We can forgive the doers of wrong, or we can slaughter them for justice. Ah, I knew you would have seen this game. It very much seems like your thing. Getting it here for you for viewing was no small feat, let me tell you. But sad as it is, we're going to be sacrificing this guy for now. I need his power. And he did do a crime. PSP gem, baby. It was a PS Vita. You think the PSP can handle these beautiful graphics? These PS2 graphics? It is, I think, one of my favorite Monster Hunter alternatives. It's not perfect, but by God, if this thing had like a sequel, or even a spiritual sequel, I don't know what I wouldn't do. Hey, we got some eggs. Iron Drake eggs launch a metallic mortar in an arc. Then we have the Iron Mill to launch a bunch of metal blades. And the Fire Tree Root is a crawler, but for fire. Perfect. Better than Tokiden. I really liked Tokiden, the first one. I didn't quite vibe with the second one. But I also played an unconventional style and didn't reach the end of the game, so I also played mostly by myself. So,
of that lost soul. Yes, we did. The sensation of flaying flesh was not easily forgotten. This is what sorcerers do. Murder. In his final breath, I heard a faint voice say, "Help me." Death to monsters. The creed of the sorcerer. Whether I liked it or not, I had to live with it.
Yep.
We peered at his corpse, and Sortiara said this.
Take a good look. One of us will share his fate.
The ordeal plodded onward towards the dreadful conclusion she suggested.
Whatever you learn in these pages will stay with you in this world. Eventually, you will learn to cast magic on your own.
Finally.
Then, you'll have a chance at bringing Magusar to his knees.
Lovely ending, by the way. Bam. The only reason I think I liked Tokiden is because I played with the Great Club, where there was a lot of weight to it, but there was also a mechanic where you were incentivized to use the very tip of the hammer when striking the enemy for maximum force, and they had a really good feedback when you managed to succeed that. And I liked that a lot. I didn't really vibe with any of the other weapons. Some of them were floatier than others. Some of them I liked that, but I do like a heavy weapon more often than not. Freedom Wars was fun. I don't remember getting very far in it. I have it. Maybe I'll play that on stream too.
Had she lied,
So I'll admit the Tokiden club was not as good as clubs in other
she
games.
had told me from the very beginning.
Beware. I will kill you in an instant, if it furthers my aims.
But then something happened that made me wonder. She shielded me from a monster.
Why did that happen? Okay. As if prepared to die for me. But why? I have no value to one such as her.
It made little sense. But whatever the case, it may be harder than I had thought to let this woman die.
Vamp, I think you
I was
mean
determined
Freedom Wars
to
as if Attack
overcome
on
this
Titan was
fight.
good. It felt really cool to use, though. Aravist Ghoul. Demons born from birds. Ah, shit, I didn't bring the projectiles. Carried Sortiara to a shady spot. Lying there unconscious, she looked like any other girl. It could have been anyone. My father was also a sorcerer. He died battling a monster, but it was not the monster that killed him. It was his companion that ended his life. My father was sacrificed. An honorable death. I feel no sadness. He made me promise not to. I think I've played God Eater, but not for very long. There was a point in time where I was playing all sorts of Monster Hunter likes, and I fell into this one really hard and Freedom Wars because a friend of mine played it, but we didn't play a lot, you know? Come on, you dang bird. One thing that's not great. Oh, that's how I lock on. Oh, thank God. I figured it out. There was always something weird about how annoying it was to sprint in this game. There we go. Let's change course. Hey, Tree. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Could I get a shout out to Atri Iuchi? And could I also get one for Lakaios and Jimmy and Muji? Did y'all figure out how to cross the Great Ocean Barrier? Did y'all figure that out? Oh yeah, that's the run button. Got it.
Hide the hooch. It's a raid.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. You did not figure out Scott. Oh, no. Oh, you did Lethal Company instead. That's fair. That's a good choice. All right. And then we change. And that quota instead. That's fair. Well, welcome in, everybody. You caught us as I'm playing a personal favorite game from years and years ago. You did play it on the Vita. Oh, Jimmy, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you know of this. This is Monster Hunter, but fairy tales, kind of. And also really gritty and horrible. And I love this game so much. It took a lot of effort to be able to stream this. The controls are a little weird, but we're making do, and I'm having a great time living through this again. Welcome to Soul Sacrifice Delta. If you were Monster Hunter, but a sorcerer. It really is the better alternative in a lot of ways. Yes, Mole Claw. I love me a Mole Claw. Got this game for $5 in Malaysia. Yeah, that checks out. Let's be real. It was a great game, but it didn't have a big enough fan base to really carry on. Oh, hi, Sneshy. You know, it was good. I think it just didn't get the attention it deserved because it was never advertised, because Sony didn't advertise the fucking Vita. Pardon me 1 second, I have something stuck in my teeth. But, it's a fantastic game. It never got enough love, even though everyone who's ever played it says it rips, or it didn't grab them. Either or. I remember seeing gameplay of Dauntless to see if it piqued your interest. Yeah, it got me for a little bit, but not very long.
Look after me? I
Yes.
asked Sortiara as she awoke. I was dismissed.
Leave me be.
Her tone was not to be trifled with. As she took to her feet, she muttered something.
I felt at peace. when I felt your touch.
Is that why she shielded me from that beast? A gentle touch. I meant it as nothing more. She gave me only curt replies.
Shut your mouth. Be quiet, half-wit. Is it death you crave?
Her answers were always the same and never rang true.
The only monster hunter tsundere.
That's Sortiara. She keeps her heart under lock and key. But apparently she was pleased when you touched her back.
Well, when the old sorcerer touched her back.
She will soon grow quite close to our dear author.
There we go.
Go on. Keep reading and see for yourself.
I would love to, Libram. Can you shut the fuck up? Kill them. Kill them.
That was how she explained the bloodlust within her.
The sight of blood disgusts me.
Sortiara said this with a sigh. She continued despondently.
Yet no one believes me.
I told her that was not true. She calmed herself and said,
Thank you.
It's not true. I can tell from how you keep murdering people.
We heard a howl from dead ahead. The appointed victim of our, no, my, ordeal. I finally understood my partner, and the ordeal would soon end. I knew this was coming. I knew that our partnership was cursed, and that one of us would have to die.
This is always the case. The harpy! Yes, the harpy's good. Yes, okay, I need a ranged option here. Offerings can now be boosted. Press the triangle button to boost an offering, of which you have 2 or more. We do have several. Approved. Giant's Arm. Get Iron Drake Mortar. Of the following, yeah, I forgot that they they did the little baby voice in the background. I totally forgot they were up to that business. It's fun. Doesn't bother me much, but it's so funny. All right, I think that's a good setup. Oh yes, the Ars Magica. Int reached 1. You earned an int reward. Brave Claw, to conjure a rising fist full of malice of the unjustly dead. That's how we level up by collecting things. That's right. I'll put that there. So yeah, I'm going to swap these 2. We're going to be fighting the Harpy in Valhalla Alley. I could have suffered worse than traveling with you, Sortiara said before reaching our journey's end. Don't die, will you? An offering's power is restored at the end of a phantom quest, provided it was not destroyed. You can go as ham as you want, as long as you have 1 use left. Yeah.
I am lucky you're my partner. Now, let us be off.
That. Yeah, now we burrow underground to dodge. Let's get a big swinging uppercut. Don't even think about bloody saving it.
Quick, make a sacrifice.
Yeah. there's the harpy. There's the harpy. Uh-oh. Oh, she got me. Oh, God.
Slow me down and I'll be coming after you next.
All right, why don't we... launch some mortars at her. Yeah, we got her head, I think. If I could get her wings. Yep, there's one. As you gradually destroy parts, like you would in any monster hunter, the monster will behave accordingly. And I'm losing uses of my mortars.
Is it joy?
Get punched, idiot! Yeah! And that's the harpy. Man, the first time I played this, I didn't sacrifice this much this early in the game and had a really hard time.
Please, spare me my life.
I'm gonna save you. She may still get sacrificed because, you know, it's a 50-50 shot, but it picks one. Yeah, I won. Here we go. This game is so fucking... It's so fun, it's so good, and it only gets better as you get better spells. A lot of people deserve to see this before it got, you know, thrown out effectively by Sony. It really is relegated to the Vita. I know that the creators spoke in an interview not too long ago that they would be kind of interested in doing a light sequel, but they don't have the rights to it. If they did do a sequel, it would be a spiritual sequel, not a direct franchise sequel. Maybe it would be good, but maybe... Green Giant's arm gives a giant arm of venom. And we got a toxic mortar. And we got the noblewoman's curio to release the magic of the harpy to blast nearby enemies with a shriek. We've unlocked Bren. The monster was saved, its human form restored. With deep gratitude, they left these words. Never forget this. When the day comes, I will repay you in kind. People are obsessed with action RPG today. It wouldn't hurt. It's true. It would be nice.
We survived. The monster was vanquished, and we both had our lives. But all was not well. Half of all who undertake this ordeal forfeit their lives. That much was unmistakable. Indeed, that is why I was careful not to grow too close to Sortiara. But nevertheless, the truth was simple. I thought of her as a friend.
I realized this was dangerous. My resolve was being tested. My resolve as a sorcerer. Let me go back one page. Nope. Ah, shit. Fuck off. We're gonna try again.
Half of all who undertake... The truth was simple.
There we go.
I thought of her as a friend. I realized this was dangerous. My resolve was being tested. My resolve as a sorcerer. There was only one thing to do. I had to make a sacrifice for the ordeal. I had to sacrifice the life of my partner.
Stronger one wins. Takes the power of the weaker one.
Quite a mad indoctrination, was it not? The vile sorcerer's ordeal. Could you walk over an ally's corpse to achieve your goals? For that's the sort of metal the ordeal demands. Just one step away from completion.
Last chapter.
I had to stop myself from feeling any sense of camaraderie. For such emotions could only get in the way. So much happened on the journey. Sutiara was at once cruel and kind, barbarous and gentle. These memories haunt me. I wish them gone, I do. For they tear away at my heart. My eyes met hers. She probably felt exactly the same as I did. Her memories live on. It is the only consolation there is on this cruel ordeal we faced together.
Sacrifice your partner. Well, before we go in, there we go. Prevent there from being too many sorcerers, which are dangerous by nature. And, you know, to make sure that those that survive are powerful enough to last, every single one needs to sacrifice their partner. Hilda, hi, welcome in. My father was sacrificed, but I bear no grudge. Indeed, if I feel any resentment, it's toward the monsters he fought. That's why I shall undergo the ordeal to create a world free of monsters. Avalon has agents who eliminate those who disobey the rules of the ordeal. This cold-blooded murder is unavoidable. How you doing, Kilda? Welcome. You're having a good day. She is. Smallest arena ever.
Fighting against you is so trying. Still, it will only take an instant to kill you.
Thank.
At least now I can finally kill you. This led me to despise all the world had to offer.
Ow. Ah, shit. She's good at this.
But then I met you.
Yes, back yourself into a corner.
Needed affection. I should have never known at all.
Bring it on. Shit. It was I who was the fool. Shit, I'm really bad at aiming that. Come on. Did I get her? Maybe. No, no. Shit.
Who knew fighting with you would be so trying?
There we go. Sorry, everybody, but we did just meet her. There we go. That's how sorcerers work. Ooh. You got a shocking... What did I call him? Trailer? Tracer? And a lightning mortar. Very good. Got the Mad Witch sacrifice energy. Soul energy? I think it's soul energy. Sorcerer's deeds unlocked. Sigils can now be used. You can now fuse offerings. Faction unlocked. Torture pair. Here's all the sigils we've unlocked. There we go.
Sortiara's memories and emotions came flooding through my right arm. Along with something dark and terrifying. The blight of true sacrifice. It feels like she is still somewhere inside there. Sortiara's bloodlust is now my own. I dread to think of what will become of me, body or mind.
Very dangerous thing to be a sorcerer.
And so, I started this journal. My ill fate may not be far off. The signs have begun to manifest. But even now, my right arm tells me that she is still here. With all of her hatred, all of her sorrow, and a dash of hope. This sensation is all that comforts me in my loss of a true friend. Several days later, my admittance into Avalon was confirmed. Avalon coordinated sorcerers and their monster extermination. It was here that I met him. The man with eternal life.
Now we inaugurate the author's new life as a bona fide sorcerer.
Bona fide sorcerer.
What travels now await you? You will see as more pages become available as Phantom Quests.
Go.
the other pages. There are still a few pages that you need to read first.
Yeah, is it so?
Sortiara's soul dwells in my right arm. The soul speaks to me in a faint voice. I have decided to jot down what I can make out, so that it may serve as a record. So that someone, somewhere, can one day read of the sorceress Sortiara.
There is no denying that I was insane. It was triggered when I discovered the secret of my birth. Defiled as I was, I came to despise the world and envy all within it. Detesting all the world offered, selfishness led to self-loathing. Deep within me, I nurtured a hideous monstrosity known as bloodlust. With your righteous
First game partners,
manner,
you two were a target of my hate.
everything I was not.
Your righteous manner, you were everything I was
Of
not.
course, I was terribly alone, living as I had for so long. I had never known a single friend until I met you. When you patted my back, that alone eased my suffering beyond measure. I felt happiness. If we had met under different circumstances, we could have been... No, that's unlike me. I allowed myself to imagine what could never be. And so I bear you no ill will. Although my life was spoiled by hatred, in my final moments, I felt what it means to be human. Thank you. However, I must apologize. My bloodlust has now passed into your right arm. Therein lies the terrible monstrosity reared deep within my soul. My first and final friend, I can only hope this foul horror will not beget your destruction. Until my dying breath, I prayed for only that.
What do you imagine our dear author thought of Sortiara's final words? The bloodlust inherited from Sortiara is a unique force indeed. With its power, our humble protagonist will influence the course of this very world. Go on and see how this grand tale unfolds.
No surprise the previous owner fucking got murked before he could finish, you Libram. You didn't shut the fuck up. I say that with a lot of love. Libram is a wonderful character. Hey, we can give ourselves a title. We are tied to the Avalon faction because of our actions. Blizzard Wolf Fang. Conjure a Blizzard Wolf around your arm to spew frost or ice directly. That is a personal favorite. I like that a lot. Use offerings to make new ones. Looks like we don't have any good recipes yet, but we will later. Yamcha's move, wow. I think I hold it a little bit better than he does. And we can select sigils to carve into our arm. They're like little runes that affect everything. Sigils funnel the soul and life essence from within your right arm. Select which sigils to use in the upper arm, forearm, palm, and the back of the hand. Got one for poison recovery. On there. Sigil resonance. Different combinations of forearm sigils may result in resonance. Resonance amplifies each forearm sigils. So getting sigils that are of the same element, or rather, same faction, will improve each other. And our magic amp, and we're gonna do solo healing magic amp. As well, when we're using Dark Arm, Divine Arm, Neutral Arm, whatever, we'll get different bonuses tacked on. Slayer Sigil here. The best part is that the hand sigils will allow you to have different abilities, like deals increased damage to grunts or whatever. But when you have certain sigils, like this one, not only does it give you a generalized bonus, but it changes the shape of your arm. So now that I'm using the arm of the Mad Witch, I have Sortiara's arm instead of my own. As you can see, my appearances. And as you work through other characters' stories, you'll be able to unlock theirs too. The Black Rites are taboo magic that sacrifices your own body. They can be activated in quests by meeting certain conditions. Almost all of them are just losing a lot of health. Not only did you gank Sortiara, you stole her drip. Well, she wanted me to inherit the drip. The only Black Rite we have right now is Infernus, where you burn off your own skin as an offering. Very powerful. One that I used to use a lot offered up my heart. Some are very good when you're alone, some are very good as a part of a team. I picked one that was better as a team because it felt cooler. Cyberpunk, but is there cyberpunk but magic? Magipunk? Well, it's just magic, isn't it? And we can also go into the lore and read stories about the fiends that we found. I don't know why it's showing us things like the succubus, which we haven't encountered yet, or Bahamut, or Alice, which we also haven't encountered yet. But yeah. Shadowrun, but Shadowrun is bad. Oh, Shadowrun's not that bad. I like Shadowrun, but I haven't ever finished a game. Began right after the Avalon trial, when Sortiara was lost. My life as a sorcerer, I mean. Sortiara's curse continued to consume my right arm. Several years would pass before I encountered Magusar. In the years before I first met Magusar, I roamed the land and talked to many sorcerers. From then I learned new ways to do battle. For example, I was taught how to do combo spells. Yes. Combos. Some magic combinations yield special results. Yes. This is good. We can add frost by using certain well, we can add elements to an unelemented weapon. And we can do the Swift Slash you'll already know about. We're going to use this, add some floating mines, do ice damage, but as I conjure my axe, float in, give me a big old blizzard empowered axe. We can use this. Show that our evasive maneuvers affect our weapons as well. That's what that teaches us, I guess. There are a lot more interesting combinations later on, but we'll see when we get to them. There's a lot of ones that pair up, but also a lot of them are best when done in multiplayer. One that you won't see, because it's not multiplayer, is if you have a spell that turns you into a big rolling ball. Notice you get that from the jack-o'-lantern. Someone with an arm can punch you as a ball into an enemy to do increased damage. Use yourself as a weapon with your friend. so on and so forth. But I'm going to take a moment. I got to step away for just a second. I'm going to put y'all on a BRB screen, and I'll be right back. We're back. Hi, everybody. It is a bit of a disappointment that some of them are lost because of the loss of multiplayer, but, you know, if you still have a Vita and you played this online, which you totally can, you know, it's still accessible. You have to own the game, but look, all of them are still available. I think the only disappointing part is that the NPCs that you can bring with you aren't smart enough to use these special moves, so... But it is what it is. Soul Sacrifice Delta servers are down? Maybe they are. It's been a long time since I've checked. If they are, that's disappointing. But all the more reason for me to keep doing this, isn't it? We're going to return to the Avalon story. Learn about the wicked sorcerer. Down in 2021. Fuck. I wasn't even playing then. I'm sure I learned about it and had a small tantrum on Twitter at the time, but I don't remember it at all. Wicked Sorcerer, Chapter 1.
Here!
It was no good. The sorcerer had me cornered. I had just been passing through town. Our eyes happened to meet, and he swiftly offered me a unique fruit.
It's good. Try it.
I have my doubts, Cereza. I don't think a lot of people know about this game or know how good it is.
I obliged, and the moment I finished eating, he came at me.
works very well on
That fruit's
emulators
not
either.
cheap, you know.
It was a scam. The man demanded a fortune, enough for 3 modest castles.
Eh.
If you can't pay, you'll have to work off your debt.
He persisted 3 days and nights. I lost the Battle of Wills.
If I had fucking unlimited
And so
money,
I ended up helping the sorcerer with his work.
I would just make a spiritual successor to this game. It's too fucking good. I think it's okay to let it rest in the past as it does, but I think there's a lot of lessons to be learned from this game that just haven't come back since. Not by games good enough to work with, anyway. Let's got that, we got that. We're gonna maybe trade you out. Now we get to meet our new friend. Become indebted to him, and all because I accepted a piece of fruit. Doubt I've ever felt more pathetic. Hot here.
They
Carnatux,
say
that's his
money
name.
isn't everything. Well, they're wrong.
I forgot he was Scottish. Here's my wolf arm. Yeah. The beast arms were always my favorite back in the day.
That's it, my friend. You go on, earn your
Yeah. Got the killer fucking uppercut combo here. Multi-hit combo. You can juggle this bastard for a while.
items we can sell.
Killer juggling. It applies status effects really easily too. Yep, just like that.
Can't sell it. I don't want it.
I don't want it. And sometimes you get a really hard time aiming like that. I'm not going like full damage explicitly, but
You go on.
I know when I first played this game, and I've never really gone back and started from scratch before, I spent a lot of time saving things because I felt bad for the animals, and then had a really hard time on one of the first bosses. All in all, it's been vastly easier than it ever was when I first started. And I don't think that's due to my, like, knowledge of the game. I need to get a decent level of damage so I'm not just fucking outlasting them by age. It's fine and normal to feel maybe a little bit guilty about the, fuck. Damn, he's doing it. About the, people, but by and large, the animals are... There's only so much you can do for them. You know what, you're right. It's not me doing the horrible things. It's the previous, it's the sorcerer from the olden times. Alright, I'm not getting that fucking thing. Forgot to bring a long-range projectile again. Shit. Are you? Need armor. Don't need offering power. Carnatux, where's the bird?
That's it, my friend. You go on.
Oh, I just needed to kill the rat. Okay. Unless he killed the bird. That doesn't matter. I'll make sure to get a long-range weapon next time. I forgot that we don't... It actually takes a while to bite into the main plot of the game because there's a major plot point that hasn't arisen yet. I'm sure it won't be long, but... not quite here yet. Not without reading ahead on the lore. Which you can do, but I don't advise it. Not as interesting to read ahead. I'm not used to having this style of game having a plot. It has several plots. I think they're quite good. A lot of them are admittedly, sigil, arm of the miser. Got his arm. A lot of them are heavily character-based. The world has a shit ton of lore to it and why things are happening and all that.
In the world of men, wealth and power serve to measure one's worth.
But the plot is set up pretty early on. Hey, Greenskin Paladin, welcome in.
Only sorcerers have their own ways of judging people. For many sorcerers,
Risk our
wealth
lives daily in
is
fierce
an
combat. For many
abstraction.
sorcerers, wealth is an abstraction.
This man was an exception. I'd never seen a sorcerer so obsessed with counting beans.
Keep your nose to the grindstone till you're paid off.
He laughed as he spoke, revealing his shiny gold teeth.
Yep.
I could only sigh.
How you doing, Greenskin Paladin? You having a good day.
Carnatux. I nearly fell over when I heard his name. He was infamous. He targeted monsters driven by lust for money, and was known for demanding the greatest share of the spoils, leaving his allies short-changed. Carnatux continued to badger me about my debt.
Better pay quick before the interest gouges you.
I accompanied this sorcerer on a short trip in order to pay off my debt.
Terminate these monsters. Can do. Pretty good. Just got your switch and set it up. Hey, very nice. Hope it treats you well. On this cold, cold night, depending on where you are. Booster Mole Claw. Let's see, I need the Iron Mill. I think I would like Bracer, which I guess I just have here. Fine. There we go. May not need to worry about flying ones here, but whatever. Sorcerer has no use for riches, and yet Carnatux insists, collecting his precious trinket. I think Carnatux is one of my favorite characters in this game, but I think I might also say that about nearly every character in this game. So we'll see. I don't know how far in this game I'm going to get tonight, but I'm looking at the time. It's going to be a relatively short one tonight because I wasn't super ready, but I knew I had to
They say
stream.
money isn't everything. Well, they're wrong.
Right? Yep, there's his ball.
That's it, my friend. You go on. Have your...
A whole counter system, there's a whole combo system. This game's really fucking intricate. And nobody has picked up the reins since. Ow. Ah, the Moflaw fell off.
Keep it up. Find things we can sell. Well, killing monsters like that earn you much money.
Yeah, Carnitux, why don't you finish the job there? There we go. Come on, Carnitux, just hit the one that's frozen. Ah, my god.
Keep it up. Find things we can sell.
Yeah. Nobody's buying souls, bud. Fire rats are, of course, weak to ice. Ow. This game is very much like if fucking Spencer's or Hot Topic made a Monster Hunter. It's so fucking cool, though. Just wait till we get deep in the fairy tale shit. It'll be like every
Earn you much money.
every t-shirt you ever bought. Spencer's would have had more teenage penis jokes. Well, you haven't seen, well, you have seen the tortoise and the hare. So, they're in there. They're just a little more subtle. American McGee's Monster Hunter. Yeah, that's accurate. That's accurate. Thinking back, this would be the perfect game for him. There is, when you read into the lore of the characters, they don't, or not characters, the monsters, they don't really pull any punches. A lot of the saucier ones talk about how they were humans that were overcome with like a very specific lust or something like that. You know, selling their soul to achieve it. It's all about sins. It's all about the 7 deadly sins in various ways. If I remember correctly, there is one story. I think it is Tortoise and the Hare specifically, where it's about a man who absolutely could not get off until he was berated nearly to death by a woman who did not feel love. And she like made a cursed wish that they'd never be separated so that he could never be happy, which made him, in turn, horny as hell. They became a conjoined monster. It's crazy. It's really good. They have like actually worthy like lore worth reading into.
Nothing other than wealth.
No fortune is ever enough.
We two are both sorcerers. A sorcerer worth his salt can make a small fortune. It just depends how low he is willing to stoop. But still, he was not satisfied.
That's not enough, not even close.
The question is, what fueled his insatiable lust for wealth? We hid in the shadows, observing. We spotted our target.
A pretty impressive beast, eh?
Here we go.
Some people wield sorcery to satiate their lust for wealth, blindly melding with random gold trinkets to grotesque ends. Countless people have suffered this fate, transforming into monsters. We faced one such creature then. Similar ones scattered the land.
One of my personal favorites.
They are sometimes called slum slime.
Oh wait, no, this one isn't my favorite. Never mind.
We're in the money today!
Karnataks cracked a conniving smile and set after the monster.
Avaricious slime. This I want to prepare for. Not too much, but I do need to prepare a little bit. We're going to upgrade what we can. Not a lot to upgrade, though. Guess that'll do. Yeah, that'll do. Voice acting is so good. Very, very good. I'm already thinking about cutting some of the voice lines to use as redeems here. It's not easy to find isolated sound effects from this game, though, so it may be a bit of a complicated effort, but I'm interested in trying. So happy to be getting back, because this has been a joy. I'm sad that I'll have to cut it short, but it's getting late and I'm not. My mind's elsewhere.
They say money isn't everything. Well, they're wrong.
I assure you, they usually don't say the same thing every time they load in. He's just been on it, I guess. And here's the slime. Got weak points up top and below. Hey Han, welcome in. Let's do what we can to chop off his legs. Ow.
Can't sell it, I don't want it.
That's not the time to be talking about that guy. Ow. Partially. There it is. How you doing, Han? I hope your day's going well. Well enough, anyway. And which is your weak foot? Oh, up front. Okay. Hey! Frozen Hell. There we go. This tendril over here I need to cut. Yep. There it is.
I can feel it in my bones.
Feel it in my bones. Spent most of the day playing Tekken 8. Not a bad time. Wow.
I'll lend you the money. That's nicely.
Okay. Rough time. Let's get this foot down.
That reward almost in the bag.
Getting weak.
Life's tough.
Life's tough. There it is. This game's chunky. This game's chunky in a great way. One thing that I think a lot of people quit before they learned, I don't know if it was introduced in Delta or if it was always in the game, but towards the end of the game, if you defeat a monster enough times and collect the correct rare materials, you can also get arm changes that represent that specific monster. Last time I stopped playing years ago, I was on the hunt for a very specific monster's arm. I don't know if I ever got it. Ah, we got our slime ooze, which I believe is a heal over time, coating us in the gold.
This one was drowning in debt.
Karnataks knew our target. He knew this avarice slime when he was still human, and how he devolved to this state. He couldn't bear to see his wife and children in poverty. He loved his family and thought that money would bring them happiness. But his love soon transformed into unbridled greed.
It is the curse of wealth. Greed could drive a man mad. The world can do without more greedy wretches like me.
He did what he had to do, but not what I expected.
He do?
Karnataks told me that we had one more job to do.
Deliver the contractor the news.
Now I realized we were hired guns. I had no choice but to follow.
The poorer areas produce more than their fair share of monsters.
It was an old story. A person facing difficult circumstances was easily seduced by material greed.
If we were all rich, there would be no monsters.
This was not the sort of thing I expected to hear from him. I was now very curious. Just what kind of a place were we destined for?
Right. Karnataks ain't all bad. Going to use the slime ooze. It has fewer uses, but it is more powerful. That's it. Let's boost our Falcon Feather real quick. Anything else? Dupes of anything else? Doesn't look like it. Going to actually use this. That way we can leave little floating mines in places where we can catch flying critters without having to worry too much. If everyone in the world were rich, there'd be no monsters. It's Creed. Must admit, I'm curious to learn more of his thoughts. A fellow sorcerer, though faded, scent of another magic, different from the monster. Smell only one of my own would know. Dying sorcerer.
They say money isn't everything. Well, they're
You had
wrong.
more than one line. Maybe you're programmed to do it during the story. Shala is dying.
Someone, please.
Save or sacrifice allies. Saving revives an ally. Use some health to revive an ally. Sacrifice unleashes powerful magic. We're gonna save. And maybe at cost of my health, but that's fine.
I'll lend you the money. Yes, nicely.
They say having multiple voice lines.
God damn it, Joe.
Well, they're wrong.
Fuck you. Yeah, counter. Oh, there's an interaction I could have used if I had the correct tool. If a friend of yours in multiplayer has a shield of the same element of your beast arm, which I'm using, you can breathe your element on it to reinforce that shield and make it stronger. Where are they? There we go. Hurry up our ground movement there. Hey! There we go.
Monsters like that earn you much money.
Refill our use. Got the old chill. Oh, excuse me. Hey! Come on, guy. Ah, shit. Alright, I'll help this one. Oh, what I could do.
Will you sacrifice your victim?
Yes. So it may not be working because I don't have a high...
Powerful indeed.
There it is. When you build up an element on an enemy, like my ice, they'll go into whatever the element is, hell. In my case, it's frozen hell. Usually that means that they'll be temporarily stunned, though I think in one point, if they're poisoned or burned, they will wander around in pain. If you attack then with an element that's strong against that one, you will cause an element shatter, which does a tremendous amount of damage, breaking the stun, but fucking killing shit. So having opposing elements on your party is just as useful as coordinating in any other way. Say if I were to hit it with lightning right now, it would shatter with a massive explosion. It's good shit. There's a lot of creativity to it. There's a lot of creative attention. All because it's a fucking fantasy game. They can do whatever they want with magic. But with later enemies, they get so goddamn hard that you probably aren't going to take care of them without exploiting both, you know, status effect weaknesses and then those status effect weaknesses. It's like having to think 2 steps ahead. Third-rate sorcerer. Fuck you. I should probably bring a lightning spell, now that I've mentioned that. Save Shala. Sometimes I wish Monhun was more high fantasy because then I'd never have to hear people try to tell me that the equal dragon weapon is canon. I don't know what that means. Sorry. Granted, I've never...
We came upon it, a town of ruin, not shown on any map.
Never been like super endgame.
A family greeted Karnataks. A child and its mother. The child held a fruit that I had become recently familiar with. The fruit that Karnataks tricked me into eating when we first met. He patted the child on the head as he spoke.
Don't worry. Your father'll be back before long.
This family was our contractor. The family of the man who had become the avaricious slime. Karnataks saved him because his family had requested it.
That's sweet.
And when he did, the father could come home. Karnataks gave the family our entire stash of valuables.
Big guy.
All the gold and trinkets that we had pirated.
This is repayment for the fruit. This man ate it.
Rude.
Helping the poor. It was preventative, so that perhaps the next monster would never be. One man's way of ridding the world of monsters.
Everyone was rich.
I'm sure he is still out there, digging for gold.
If we were all rich, there would be no monsters.
And he is absolutely right.
There's been a change with the merchant Karnataks. Some odd jobs are available now.
Hope you weren't getting tired of him.
Are you used to the phantom quests now?
Yes.
If you feel you've earned enough experience within my pages and wish to challenge Magusa,
No.
then speak.
No.
Although at this point, that would be suicide.
It sure would. Hey, I'm gonna take one of those non-tier tiers, please. This is the shop run by Karnataks. You are able to exchange rumors that alter phantom quests and obtain raiments to wear while reliving the past.
Here, I'll treat you to some special offers today. I'll just add a few zeros to the end. And, wait, oh no, I mean I'll take off a zero. Me and my big mouth. I never was a good liar. You're welcome to any clothes that catch your fancy here. Not for free, of course. You'll have to trade.
Of course. But I get a couple things.
All right, here you go. Come on, show a bit of gratitude.
Thank you, Karnataks.
All right, here you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Get some new duds. All just for, you know, having certain requirements.
All right.
You can get different colors by sacrificing different spells to him, but for the most part you unlock just by having certain things unlocked.
Come again. Hey, you. Hey, Oh, did I forget to mention? We charge an admission fee here.
Oh yeah, do we?
Well, if you can't pay with money, I'll take the sweat off your brow instead.
That's right, I have to do this, but I'm not ready for that yet. We have Vidyara, the reader.
Karnataks showed me the light. Without him, I'd still be wandering in the darkness. What, you think I was just dazzled by all that gold? Very funny. I'm talking about his soul. Unless you were serious. In which case, that was the stupidest remark I've heard all day. Depending on the soul and life essences you've collected so far.
Darius Riss. I hope I pronounced that right. Hi, Raiders. Welcome in. If you don't know who I am, I'm Leshii the Dwarf, your non-binary variety dwarven VTuber, and you're welcome in close to the end of our night, but... Oh, Grebo, hello! We're doing Dead Space, huh? I assume. Yep, there it is. There it is. We got it. Hi, Sirius. Welcome in. Hope Dead Space was treating you well. Hope you were having a good night.
I'll share some rumors with you.
We're wrapping up a little bit, but we are playing the best Monster Hunter game that was available only on the Vita and continues to only be available on the Vita. But we're playing on original hardware, baby. We got a PS TV, and I've jailbroken it so that I can actually play this thing. And my controller keeps dying. That's something that I'll work on later. But hope you were having a good night. I hope everything treated hope Dead Space was treating you well. Don't feel like you have to stick around by my account. Make sure to take good care of yourself. Get a drink, do whatever you need, so on and so forth. Thank you for stopping by. Got RX the Whisperer. He knows about rumors.
People love their rumors. The dirtier the better too. Who's fallen from grace, who's jumped into bed with who, people love to hear all about it. And I'm no exception. Why? I'm just mad about rumours like that.
He's just mad about rumors.
A lot of talk comes through here, a lot of rumours in fact. Want me to tell you some? Steady on, I didn't mean for free. I'll take an offering in exchange.
So we don't want to trade with him yet, but...
Why, hello there! I've got a great rumour for you. Let's not worry about where it came from. Tell you what, you can have this for free. Well, let's just say I won't take anything for it this time. Let me see what I can find for you. Just a moment.
Apply rumors to the rumor board to change Phantom Quest. They're little modifiers that change how things work. Of course, the servers are dead. That's okay. But, like, we can boost the EXP that we get by quite a large margin. We can make certain archfiends less aggressive. There are ones where you just boost your score so you get better loot. Assus the flunky over here.
I'm no sorcerer, just a shop's errand boy. I won't blame you for thinking that's pathetic. After all, being pitied is even more pathetic. So go on, just say what you think.
I like your jacket.
No, wait, forget I said that. I don't think I'm ready to hear.
That's right, I forgot how pathetic he was. That's right. Actually, one more thing. No, we can't access it right now. That's okay. Yes, the fashion in this game is spectacular. In fact, why don't we change it up a little bit right now? Be a nun. I know you really like the intellectual, Theresa. Why don't we go to for the intellectual top? You only saw the hat, yeah. Well, here you are. Well, good news. Take the hat off, or we can put on this hood. There we are. This game is so fucking good. And we can take Carnatux's arm as well. Now, we style him with a huge golden arm. This game fucking rips, dude. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah. But I think we're gonna all this good for tonight. We're gonna save. There we go. Then I'm going to take a moment to find someone to raid. I have my doubts that anyone's playing this game in the 24th year of our Lord. But thank you for coming by, Tona. Thank you for coming by, everybody. Yeah, there's no fucking viewers. I am the only person playing this fucking thing. Though there are some people out there playing this. I think they're trying to do a platinum run, getting all the achievements and such. But I'm glad that I could show this game off to y'all. It means a lot to me. It is by far one of my favorites of all time. It's so fucking good. I know that Soul Sacrifice, the original one, is also a category, not just Delta. But nobody else is streaming it, so whatever. Just us. Just us with great taste. And a lot of it is because it is genuinely kind of hard to stream this without doing an emulator, which you could. It's not easiest, it's not the best, but you could. Or you could be like me and get a PSTV and go through the effort of jailbreaking. Honestly, finding one in the first place was harder than jailbreaking it. But anyway. Let's see who we have to visit. Looking around. Y'all want to see some art? You want to see huh? We got Lunacid, we have art, and we have Enshrouded. I don't know anything about Enshrouded. Enshrouded is a new survival game. A little funky. Yeah, it does look a little funky, but it doesn't look bad. See. I think we're gonna go over to Volosaurus, who is doing their birthday subathon. They're on day 25, playing Lunacid. One or the other. They're pretty chill. Treat them well. I don't have a spiel. Just give them some love. Take good care of yourselves. Have a good night. Thank you for joining me as I showcase something I love a lot. Take good care of yourselves. Adios.